The headlines are calling it the AI pink slip, mass white-collar displacement, the end of the professional class. They're half right, but if you only focus on what's ending, you'll completely miss what's beginning. For the last 40 years, the corporate world operated on a simple formula. To scale an enterprise, you needed headcount, layers of management to coordinate execution, layers of analysts to process information, layers of administration to keep the machine moving. The corporate ladder wasn't just a career path, it was an operating system for information. But right now, that operating system is being rewritten. What we are witnessing is not the destruction of professional value, it is the compression of corporate friction. A task that once required 5 analysts, 2 project managers, and a week of coordination can increasingly be handled by a single operator working alongside autonomous systems. The machine is stripping away administrative drag, and in the process, it is revealing where real value actually lives. If your role consists entirely of routing information, managing repetitive workflows, or maintaining bureaucratic process, your position becomes vulnerable. But if your value lies in synthesis, judgment, strategic direction, or high-trust decision-making, something very different happens. Your leverage expands, because for the first time in history, highly capable individuals can operate with institutional scale execution behind them. For the strategic mind, this is not the end of professional relevance. It is the beginning of a new operating model. The question is no longer, how do I protect my job? The real question is, how do I position myself in a world where execution is abundant? Here is the framework. When execution approaches zero cost, the premium shifts entirely to direction. And in that environment, 3 human assets become dramatically more valuable, not less. The first asset is contextual judgment. AI systems are extraordinary at processing data within defined parameters. They can identify patterns, summarize reports, and optimize against historical information. But human systems are not built entirely on data. They are built on psychology, timing, trust, incentives, and perception. A model can analyze a negotiation, but it cannot feel the tension in the room. It cannot detect hesitation behind confidence. It cannot sense political instability before it appears in economic indicators. It cannot fully understand the irrational behavior that drives markets, leadership, or public sentiment. That layer still belongs to humans. And as execution becomes automated, the value of high-level judgment increases. The future professional does not compete against the machine. They direct it. The machine becomes the research layer. You remain the decision layer. The second asset is systems orchestration. In the old economy, scale required managing large teams. In the new economy, scale increasingly comes from coordinating intelligent systems. A single individual can now operate workflows that previously required an entire department. One system handles analysis, another handles software generation, another handles operations, research, or customer interaction. The leverage comes from orchestration. The winners of this era will not necessarily be those who work the hardest. They will be those who can combine tools, capital, judgment, and systems into coherent, strategic execution. You are no longer just participating in the machine. You are designing it. The third asset is relationship velocity. As AI-generated content floods the internet, authentic human trust becomes more valuable, not less. Capital still moves through relationships. Partnerships still depend on credibility. Opportunities still emerge through aligned networks of capable people. A deal that took 6 months to close through institutional channels can now move in weeks, when the right two people are already in each other's orbit. In a world where information becomes infinite, trusted human connection becomes scarce, and scarcity creates premium value. The ability to build high-trust relationships across industries, borders, and disciplines becomes one of the most durable forms of leverage available, because technology scales execution, but human alignment scales opportunity. Once you understand these three assets, your relationship with work begins to change. You stop thinking purely in terms of salary, and you start thinking in terms of leverage. The old model required professionals to lease their intellectual capital to a single organization in exchange for predictable income. The organization accumulated the equity. The individual absorbed the risk of obsolescence, but the economics are changing. The cost of execution is collapsing. Software is cheaper. Distribution is global. Administrative friction is disappearing, which means the barrier to building something meaningful has never been lower. Today, one capable operator with autonomous systems can achieve what once required an entire company structure. That changes the equation completely. A sovereign professional does not reject technology. They integrate it. They use automation to handle execution, while focusing their own energy on judgment, relationships, ownership, and strategic allocation. They move from selling time to building assets, from maintaining process to directing systems, from depending entirely on income to accumulating equity, infrastructure, and long-term leverage. The corporate unbundling is real, but it is not purely a threat. It is a transition, a filtering mechanism that rewards adaptability, clarity, and strategic positioning. The old formula is weakening, but new forms of opportunity are emerging at the same time. For people who know how to synthesize information, direct systems, build trust, and position intelligently, the horizon may become far more expansive than the old corporate model ever allowed. This is the Pivot Compass. Every week, we break down the macro shifts, technological transitions, and strategic frameworks shaping the future of work, ownership, and leverage. Subscribe, position yourself carefully, and start building for the next operating system.